Hello, everyone. Happy August. We're back for another episode of Launch Coach Football. I'm Daniel,
And I'm Chelsea.
and training camp is officially underway. Oh yeah, funny thing. Massey went to the Giants training camp in West Virginia this past weekend.
I heard it was monsooning today, that
Yeah,
Harbaugh made them practice in the downpours today. Good for their character.
yeah. Good.
I say, as a tiny lady who wouldn't stand a chance in a monsoon in West Virginia.
Oh, it was so fun playing. Now I go get sent back to my childhood. Playing football outside and like snow football is fun in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're dealing with 3 foot tall snowdrifts.
And you just have no worry about like, because you don't have pads, you have coats on, so you're just going full speed into each other like it's an actual game instead of doing a touch. So
Awesome.
yeah, but we don't have to worry about snow for at least another few months. But two teams that are worried right now are the Atlanta Falcons and Detroit Lions, who also don't have to worry about snow because they both play in domes. Um, the best players on both their teams are holding out right now. Both Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, they're on their last year of their rookie deals, and I guess similar to last year with the defensive linemen with Micah Parsons, Trey Hendrickson. Who else was some lineman last year? I think TJ Watt was also a contract last year or 2 years ago. So yeah, this is just
Yeah.
the new. I guess the contracts are starting. The holdouts are starting. Um, I don't like. But the Falcons, it's going to be interesting because I partly think they're tanking, but they're still in the NFC South, so there's still a tanking team can still win that division in the South. The Lions are you're gonna have to like probably pay him just because you got rid of David Montgomery. This is a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. He's clearly the best. Both of these guys deserve a big payday. These are, I would argue, two of the four best running backs in football, along with CMC and Derrick Henry. These guys, what, you don't think Derrick?
Derrick Henry in his aging years over Jonathan Taylor?
um,
Really?
yeah, that's
And
not.
Saquon? And over Saquon too? Really?
We're gonna have to
Wow.
do. We're gonna have to do an episode
Well,
like
we'll
top
we'll
five.
put out a
Yeah,
fantasy episode soon.
yeah, just best
I
running
would
backs going
put
to year.
JT there or Saquon over Derrick Henry at this point. That's just me though. But the point remains,
Yeah,
these two are top five running backs in football. This should be a non-story. Pay them, extend them, and move on with your life. Like they both deserve it. They're cornerstone pieces for both of these franchises. They're really good. Like
Y-
just pay them. Like it's not,
yeah,
not that hard.
and they're on their rookie deals. And the fact is, they are just as aware of this as anyone else. They're running backs. They're probably going to get one major unless they're Derrick Henry's like Derrick Henry. He's the only guy that I know get like two decent sized contracts because he's a freak. These guys, especially like these are smaller running backs. These are more relying on quickness and agility. They're gonna get one big payday, and they're like, we will hold out because we know we only gonna get one chance at this, and
Yep.
it's gonna come down to who blinks first because it's the same rule for every sport. Like whoever gets paid first, the other guy has to make a little more.
Yep.
I,
So if you're either the Lions or the Falcons, honestly, you probably want to be the franchise to pay first because you're going to end up paying less unless the other guy just takes a hometown discount, which nowadays doesn't really happen.
or they can play. Yeah, it's not even gonna take a home down discount. I think George Pickens, he's on the franchise tag. I don't think. I'm not sure the rules. So I don't think they can tag them because they're still technically on the last year of their rookie deal. So I'm not sure they're able to tag him. But
I
you
would
know,
just extend them both and move on. I really think it's a non-issue,
yeah, honestly, yeah. This, especially for the Lions, this is. I get it,
especially for the
like
Lions.
the Falcons. I get it. Like you're not like why are we paying a running back so much money when we have so many other problems on our roster? But A, you're not exactly gonna be paying for a quarterback. You're probably gonna be drafting a quarterback next year, unless Tua or um Penix have some miracle Sam Darnold type season. You're probably gonna be paying like drafting quarterback, so you don't have to spend a lot of money at the QB position. So yeah, you can give Bijan a 3, 4 year max, not max. This isn't basketball. 3, 4 year big time deal, and just like yeah, okay, we gonna look out for you. Gibbs just makes no sense to me. This is just like you guys have like a 2 year window left. Stop messing around.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, it's not to say that the Falcons have running back depth either because they lost one of their running backs who played a big part in that offense. He's on the Cardinals now. So it's not like, they have all this depth that's really, really good behind Bijan like they used to. But I still agree. I think there's more room to argue it if you're the Falcons compared to if you're the Lions. I mean, David Montgomery is on the Texans. He's going to be the running back one on the Texans. Now, I don't think that he's that dynamic. I mean, I obviously think Gibbs is, much more dynamic,
Yeah.
much more explosive. But, you know, they lost that 1-2 punch when they let Montgomery go. Or when they didn't they trade him? They traded him to the
No, no,
Texans.
they just
Or did
did
they
they?
not?
I'm pretty sure they just let him
Yeah.
walk.
But you lose that oh, let's pull him, we're on the 2-yard line. Let's put David Montgomery in for the touchdown, which is very annoying to Jahmyr Gibbs fantasy owners, I might add. Um,
Yeah.
which, but it's a two-sided coin because you get rid of David Montgomery and you don't know what Gibbs is going to do. He could run straight up the middle. He could do a screen. He could do all these things. With David Montgomery, it was pretty much, he's running it up the middle. So when they put him in, you kind of knew what was coming. Now that he's gone and you just have Gibbs could do anything. So I feel like both of these, like I said, should be non-issues, especially the Lions. I mean, the Lions are not going to be in their window for much longer with Goff, I don't think, unfortunately. So they need to capitalize and they need to capitalize now because the NFC is only getting younger and faster. And the Lions are getting older. So they need to pull some things together and make it happen because they're not going to have much longer.
Well, unfortunately, you talk about the Lions getting older. One guy who is definitely getting older is San Francisco, and the fans are probably aging like dogs right now because we talked about last year, just like, you know what, it can't be worse than the luck has to change. It has to get better. And then your coach almost dies in a car crash.
That he
I,
caused, by the way.
I don't want to laugh at it, but just the absurdity of the situation. Like, okay, it can't get worse than this. Coach gets into a serious car crash, and he potentially is going to miss. He could miss like the beginning of the regular season. Like he's not
He
back.
almost lost his eye.
Oh yeah, he almost like they show the first pictures of him, at least like candid camera kind of pictures of him just in his garage. He looks messed up. It's not like, oh, this is like a little fender bender. I'll be back in a week. This is like, oh no, I'm not coming back for until like my body feels right. And okay, okay, that's terrible, awful. Let's okay, well, but it has to get better. And then your receiver, Ricky Pearsall, just done for a season.
Yeah,
I
I
feel so
fear
bad for
his
this guy.
career is cooked. I mean, honestly, the fact that he is alive is a testament to the
Yeah,
goodness of God. Getting shot in the chest and living. The fact, I mean, at this point, he should just be happy he's alive. If he never plays another snap of NFL football, it is what it is. I'm
this
just
guy
glad he's alive.
it's like one of the most bad luck careers I've ever. Because he's decent when he plays, but it's just like you can never see him. He can never improve because he's just always recovering from from something or other. Mike Evans, he's now not practicing because of a quad strain. Um, and then we got the continuing saga of Brandon Ayuk.
Oh dear.
This
And
is
there's
a
Debo Samuels on the team again now. Is he healthy now? Is he hurt?
no,
Probably. Probably is. We probably just don't know.
no, but Christian Kirk is hurt. He's hurt with a calf strain.
Hey, well, Old Faithful is healthy. You go, Christian McCaffrey. He's using that dad strength, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
not get hurt.
Also, their second round receiving draft pick, Stribling, he's also hurt.
Oh, good.
They have no
Good.
receivers. They have
That's good.
they honestly, and I'm mostly joking, but you know what? Why not? They might actually have to call up Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice can still run. He was Jerry Rice can still run pass routes. He was still he was. You saw
They
the video
should
of him chasing the guy at the golf course. That was hilarious.
they should call up, oh, what's his face? Stephon Diggs. At this point, what harm can it do?
Like he's gonna get there, and Diggs is just like
Diggs
it's
is gonna be like, "Oh, my hamstring.
just
Oh no."
Oh, my foot's amputated.
Be
It's
like, "Oh no, my foot fell off. What a shame."
it's
Second
a
I crossed into San Francisco, it was all
I
downhill from there.
I don't even know what the heck's going on with this franchise. It's never it's horrible because it's not their fault. There's some franchises that are just incompetent. That's just like, you know what? you bad stuff is happening to you because you're making bad decisions. They're making good decisions,
Right.
and one receiver's one. There was the top free agent they signed, he's out. The coach barely survived a car crash. The rookie receiver, he's out. Their supposed number one, well, I guess technically, yeah, I think Pearsall you could say was probably would be the number one. No, I guess Evans. The supposed receiving prospect, he's done for the season again. One receiver's not even showing up. One receiver, Ben Ayuk is just doing the Antonio Brown speed run, which is hilarious.
And the crazy thing about it is that a lot of these are soft tissue injuries. Like it's not like, oh no, tore my ACL. Oh no, tore my Achilles. It's like hamstrings and
Yeah,
quads and stuff that like is muscular. So it's like you everyone wants to blame, the rehab people and the strength and conditioning coaches, but like if it's soft muscle, like those are so unpredictable, you know what I mean?
it's like I say, it's not soft tissue. It's not like a broken. It's not like he got hit across the middle. It's not like Fred Warner who clearly had a
It's
broken.
not like Cam Scatabo, who literally
Yeah,
tore everything in his knee and ankle and broke all these bones,
and is now doing backflips. Um,
which he got reprimanded by John Harbaugh, and now he said he won't do it anymore. Smart man. Don't make him mad.
it's just it's terrible because I do think San Francisco they haven't won a Super Bowl since '95.
They have talent.
They've
They're
been to
just
three
always
Super
hurt.
Bowls. They've been to three Super Bowls in my lifetime, and they've lost each one in more heartbreaking fashion. So it's just one of those things. Was like, man, I really wanted the NFC West, and the season hasn't started. These guys can come back healthy. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Shanahan. Even if he does come back, he's still going to have to. He's not going to be like the Shanahan last season. He's going to have to take his time somewhat. But
Yeah,
I really want to see like a Seattle Rams, San Francisco, just a triumvirate of these great top teams in the NFC West just battling each other out. And it looks like one
yeah.
team's already kind of on the back foot right now. So
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because it kind of reminds me of like the how many oh what could have beens there are across sports, if you hadn't have had injuries. And I feel like we're gonna look back on this era of the 49ers in like 30 years from now and be like, "Oh, what could have been?" It's like what Pacers fans think about when they made it to the finals 2 years ago and then Tyrese Halliburton got hurt and he came out on fire starting 3 for 3. And it's like, oh, what could have been? I firmly believe that if he had not gotten hurt, they would have won the championship.
I
And
know
I'm sure
I
that
know
49ers fans feel that way. With their
if
whole team hurt and it's
if Greenlaw
talented,
if
yeah,
Greenlaw
they're
didn't get
I know, they're probably like, oh, what could have been?
it's still the craziest modern NFL films footage of him just like I'm just jumping, going down on the sideline Super Bowl, and just like just the pain in Fred Warner's voice, just yelling no when he wasn't moving. And it's just insane looking at like Mahomes and I think Mahomes and Kelsey, Andy Reid, like, wait, is Greenlaw hurt? It was just it's they got so lucky in the '80s and early '90s, and it seemed they used it all up. That's what
Yeah,
Jets
I
fan
guess it's run out
that's
because it's
that's what Jets fans fan.
not been coming through anytime soon.
That's what Jets fans say. That's my brother said. Like John Namath made a deal with the devil that if we win Super Bowl III, we'll never win another Super Bowl as long as you live. And he said a deal.
Well, the Jets will be the Jets.
Yeah. So
Jets, 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 Jets.
you are wearing Jets colors though.
I know, I am.
Yeah.
I'm wearing dark green today. Go Jets, I guess. Yay.
You're wearing
I
every.
do like Omar Cooper. I'll cheer for Omar Cooper. Go Omar Cooper. Yay.
Oh my god.
National
My
championship.
brother would send
Woo.
me so much stuff because like David Bailey was apparently like showing out in the early days of OTAs, and
Oh, because that means so much.
he was like, "I'm not getting excited. I'm not getting excited." He was like so excited. So I was like, "Oh my god,
He's like, okay, I'm lying. I am excited.
I was like, you win the finals as a Knicks fan, and next thing you know, you see the Jets go about to do something. Calm down." So
It's like, hold, slow your roll, bro. Like, it took how many years for the Knicks to get a national championship or a championship? Like, let's tone it down, please. One at a time.
you're still in Indiana sports. You think about how long it took the
Hey, if I got
Hoosiers.
a Jets jersey, it would be Omar Cooper, though. Hands down. It's not even a debate.
That's a good question. If I had a Jets jersey, who would it be? It probably would be. I might just go simple and just get like Brees Hall, but maybe I might actually. No, I'll get the tight end. I think the tight end's gonna be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's gonna be a big time tight end. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
crazy.
think he's going to be really good, too.
But one jersey I wouldn't be getting for either of these players. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I will say I'm not getting Deshaun Watson, but I might get Shador if he's actually good. But right now it's not looking good in Cleveland. Watson's
with
been
their quote unquote controversy at the quarterback
this
position.
might be the saddest QB controversy in ever. I can't think of one that's like just because usually a QB controversy is like one guy's young and one guy's old, or both these guys have potential, or like with I remember one of the ones that was really good was a rookie Russell Wilson and Matt Flynn, like the rookie versus the big time free agent signing. This is just we have to put
Sad.
we have to play one guy because we gave him a lot of money and we traded a lot of picks and we just have to get some use out of him and you can't trade him. And the other
Like we have
guy
to play one guy because unfortunately we are a football team.
we have to play because fans like him and he's somewhat cool and he can make one or two good throws a game, but usually misses it.
Oof.
Usually misses the easiest routes. He's, it's so sad, and no one even cares about Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel
No,
is the unloved child in the situation.
the middle child.
Oh man, this it doesn't matter who starts for them. And again, I guess gun to my head, you just have to start. To me, you start Shador just to see what he can do.
I feel like gun to my head, you have to start Deshaun because of all the money you're paying him.
Yeah, that's I guess that's my thing is like Deshaun. There's no I can't see Deshaun Watson returning to his first 3 years,
Oh, me either.
like in any way, shape, or form. So
Agree.
unless I can guarantee something like that, which is not going to happen, there's no way I'm re-upping you. There's no way I'm keeping you. The second I can get off this deal with minimum damage, I'm getting off this deal. This, but like, yeah, like it's how much money and capital they put in this guy that just can't play right now, and doesn't even go. And again, doesn't even go into the fact that no one wants him there. No one wants him in the locker room. No one cheers for him on the stadiums. It's like it's the most Cleveland situation. Is again, we're talking about what we said with the 49ers. This is a situation of your own doing. All of this is a situation you are in a bad situation because you made bad decisions. You made a crazy trade for a controversial quarterback coming off a major injury who now shows he's even when he was someone healthy, he wasn't good. You decide to draft a second, third round Dylan Gabriel, and then draft Deshaun Watson, the draft Shador Sanders. No reason to draft them in the same draft. This is all of your own doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is all of their own doing. But as you would say, they'll still manage to find a way to beat you once this year.
Yeah. It's the dumbest
It's okay.
team.
It's how I feel about Jacksonville.
What
Even
is
when
that?
Jacksonville was bad, when all they had was Maurice Jones-Drew, they would still beat us.
At least, yeah. Jacksonville's a weird franchise just because
Same
they
with
don't
Tennessee. Tennessee sucks. They'll still beat us one game, half the seasons. I'm like, how? You have like one player. How is this even possible?
Cam Ward hasn't been looking good. They said he
Oh,
threw
really?
two picks in like his first padded practice. Like, come on, Cam, you gotta do.
Well,
You,
I guess if there's a year to have a bad quarterback and finish with a bad record in regards to quarterbacks, it's probably this year because there are probably 7 to 10 guys who could have a first round grade on them by the time the draft rolls around in 2027.
really that many? I saw it was like five or
Hmm. There are a lot of quarterback prospects this year. Now, of
something.
course, they say that every year,
Yeah,
but there
yeah.
are a lot of big name quarterback prospects this year. Some who, like Chambliss and more, who they thought were going to go this year but didn't. So they'll be back. You have Arch Manning. You have John Mateer, I think is his name. I think he's at Texas A&M. No, he's at Oklahoma. He's supposed to be really good. You have Sellers, Lenore Sellers, who went back to South Carolina. He's going to be pretty good. You're going to have probably 7 to 10 guys potentially get first round grades with Arch Manning probably, leading the pack, assuming he takes a step forward. But it's going to be interesting. Even the guy that IU picked up in the transfer portal, I believe he's a senior or a rising senior. He has potential to be pretty good. So if you're a quarterback needy team, this is probably the year that you want. Hey, well your guy Drew Aller, I've been watching videos of him. Apparently he's not looked that bad either.
If they
So we'll
if
see. I actually really liked him. I thought he was going to be a first round pick before he got hurt.
no,
He was playing bad before he got hurt, but the previous season he looked really good. I thought he was going to be a first round pick at one point.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like it's gonna be hard to judge the Steelers this year because obviously well, I'm not even say obviously this is Rodgers' last year because he could pull up Brett Favre, but it's kind of looking like this is going to be the last year. I would like to
In
see a.
fairness, we did say that last year, though.
That's again, he could be just go full Favre and just like keep coming back and coming back and coming back till we're just sick and tired of him. Um, I would want to see a little games, simple games played with Drew Adler, but I'm thinking with yeah, all the teams that might need quarterbacks next year. It's just you got the Jets, the Dolphins, the like I said, with
The
the
Colts, if Daniel Jones is bad, they could eat of his contract or his second and third year, draft
do
one. I mean, there are a lot of teams who could be
do you
taking
think
quarterback next year.
do you think if CJ Stroud doesn't show, if he continues on like I'm not gonna say a downward trajectory, but not meeting the expectations of his first year, do you think Houston looks for a quarterback?
I think if he plays the same way he played next year, I think they do. And
Oh wow,
you'll have some team like the Jets that will be willing to take a chance on him, and they should.
yeah,
Maybe he just needs a change of scenery. I mean, he's had a lot of
not the Jets
receiver.
though.
I know, but like think about CJ Stroud. I mean, he's had a lot of receiver injuries. He hasn't really had consistency there. Um, they've had a lot of turnover on the O line. He's never really had good O line play. I mean, you
Uh,
take him and put him on, say Kyler Murray doesn't work out and he leaves, put him on the Vikings. I mean, I think he could be pretty good there. They have a good team. So I think that Houston got exactly what they wanted in his first season. He was amazing, incredible. Looks like the best draft pick in the draft that year for quarterbacks. And it's kind of just been downhill since then.
yeah,
So I feel
that's
like they know what he can be, but I don't know if that franchise and those fans are to wait on him because if he plays even similarly to what he played like last year, if he's not a top 10 quarterback this year, I think that they really consider not
well.
extending him
I'll
and
say
moving on.
if he's clearly the weak point in a team that has a defense as great as their defense is,
And they
they
have talent on offense, except O line, but everywhere else they do.
except for the most important aspect of the offense, but
Shh, it's
it's
fine.
fine. Okay, well, yeah, yeah, it's the first week of training camp. The preseason games start actually at the end of this week, and we have to always,
Crazy.
it's crazy, and we have to start, I guess, end the episode by going back in time and just talk about on Friday the Hall of Fame class is being inducted, and four of these five players who are getting inducted is people we grew up watching.
Making me feel old and crusty right now looking at these names. I'm only 28, man, but man, time
Well,
flies, man.
I remember Drew Brees when he was with the Chargers. I remember when Luke Kuechly got drafted. I remember when Larry Fitzgerald got. I remember Larry Fitzgerald when he was in Pitt back when I was in Connecticut, and you're hearing about this receiver who's just killing dudes in the ACC. Um, Adam Vinatieri. I remember watching Adam Vinatieri my foot in the first Tom Brady Super Bowl, and Roger Craig, who's one of those names that kind of gets forgotten. There's a funny story. I remember just show you. I'm showing my age. He's like, you feel old. You're 28. I'm 2 years older than you.
That's not
Uh,
really saying much. Come on now.
no, but it was. I remember there's an old VHS home video. It was back when my folks took us to they took us to I think one of the beaches up in New York. I think it was it might have been the Jersey Shore. I can't. I have to ask out of
Jersey Shore.
I actually have to ask out of Mass. We didn't see Snooki. I have to ask my parents or Matthew about that. I remember that home video because I was a baby. I was like probably still in the crib and stuff. And I look over, and in the video it cuts over to my dad. He's watching the Packers Patriots Super Bowl back in 1996. Adam Vinatieri is a rookie on that team. He's kicking the ball off to Desmond Howard. And I was just like, and remember we were watching this video years later, like, is that Adam Vinatieri? And
Yeah,
we looked at him
crazy. He
like
played a long time.
he played his he literally he got drafted like the year I was born, probably like a couple weeks before I was born. And again, I remember watching the early Patriots Super Bowls when he was hitting the game winners. I remember the field goal against the Raiders in the tuck rule in the snow. Yeah, it was great. And then he went to the Colts, and
Yeah.
that was just a big shift.
Maybe 2 years. I think 2 years can be short or long between us, depending on who we're talking about. Because, and I think it depends on our allegiances. Because when I think of Vinatieri, I think of Gostkowski being on the Patriots
Oh,
and
really?
Vinatieri being on the Colts and them duking it out. Like I watched Vinatieri on the Patriots when I was little, but when I really start remembering my memories of football, I remember him as a Colt. I know he didn't start there. And I remember being so mad at Steven Gostkowski and all those AFC championships where they walked us off.
It's crazy because even though Vinatieri spent most of his career with the Colts, I always think of him immediately. The first thing I think is Patriots, just because when I first started watching football at the beginning of the New England dynasty, he was one of the major players in that dynasty, and the reasons they were winning so much.
Yeah,
So you
makes sense.
got Vinatieri, got
See,
Blade.
I feel like
Mhm.
their 2 years feels longer when it comes to
Well,
Vinatieri.
it's 2 years, and the fact that we lived in because you were in Indiana, I
And
was
you were in New
I was in
England.
I was in New
Yeah,
England. I was right
makes
there at the
sense.
beginning of the dynasty.
Yeah, no wonder you remember him as a Patriot. That checks out actually.
It's crazy because going switching to basketball a bit, like LeBron signs for Philadelphia. I just
Crazy, by the way.
it was one of the things like wow. I remember LeBron James in high school watching High School Village when he was like 16, and him and Tom Brady were the two athletes I think of that era who's like now gone. I guess in some ways like Serena and Tiger, even though they're kind of like semi-retired at this point. I'm just like, yeah, I was literally there. I remember Tom Brady's first start in the NFL.
See, I remember LeBron playing for the Cavaliers as a rookie. I remember
Yeah.
when LeBron went to the Heat. Like I remember all
How
those
about the
things because the Pacers had Reggie Miller, back then, and there
yeah.
was just a lot of drama going on with all that. I remember watching Chris Bosh and LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. That was like one of the original big threes of the 2000s. Like,
I'm legit about to age myself because recording this podcast like in my office. I remember cutting out this picture of I'm seeing again the focus of LeBron James' first dunk in his first
oh my
game,
gosh.
like from the old Slam magazines. This is like
Yeah.
his in his first game. Like wow, yeah, I've had this pictures for over 20 years. But
Wow.
besides Vinatieri, of course, you got Drew Brees. Again, I remember watching him in San
Mr.
Diego.
Purdue.
Yeah. I remember him in San Diego when before Phil Rivers got there, and that was a great controversy because like Phil Rivers
See,
was so
I
talented.
don't.
Oh yeah, and I remember he got injured. He hurt his shoulder, and the first thing I might have like, I guess the controversy's over. You're just gonna start Philip Rivers now. I guess Breeze is gonna find a new spot and be
Yeah.
a decent quarterback. No, he's gonna find a new spot and be one of the greatest passers in the NFL history.
Yeah. And then Luke Kuechly, I mean, I think he's one of the best linebackers of all time, even with his premature retirement. I think if he had played a whole career, that there was a real argument that he could have been the best of all time. I
I
mean, Hall of Famer playing what? He played what, 7 years?
no, he played like 8 or 9. He
Still, though, he still retired
yeah,
early.
no, yeah, he retired early. I always picture him and Patrick Willis as the generation. They're what Ray
Yeah.
Lewis and Brian Urlacher were in the 2000s. That's what Patrick Willis and Luke Kuechly were in the 2010s.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
both and Patrick Willis is another guy who retired early. That's another guy who just had to leave the game early. Fitzgerald, like I said, he was one of my
Larry Fitz would light up everyone in
he
my
was my
childhood. He was awesome.
he's my favorite non-Steeler football player to this day.
Mm.
And the only reason why he stays my favorite is because their Steelers won the Super Bowl. Because I went from a Larry Fitzgerald fan to hating him in those 5 minutes after he scored the go-ahead touchdown
Makes
in the
sense.
Super Bowl. I'm like, we're about to lose. Oh
You're
no.
like, I love you. I hate you.
That's literally what happened with me and Dwayne Wade back when I was a Mavericks fan. Like, oh, you're awesome. Beats the Mavericks. I hate this guy.
Be like, this guy's the worst.
Yeah. And then I guess if we want to travel back in time, I can try to do my. This is even before me. Is Roger
Right.
Craig.
Yeah, you know more about Roger Craig than I do. I mean, I know who he is, but I obviously never watched him being born in 98.
Yeah. And he retired, I was thinking before I was, he was retired, I think in 93, 92 and 93. And it's just one of the things. Just if you watch running backs now, how important they are catching the ball out the backfield. He started that. He was the first
Mm.
running back to go.
Pioneer, one could say.
Oh yeah, he was the first running back to rush and receive for 1,000 yards in the same season. He was the perfect running back for the West Coast offense for the 49ers in the 80s. Like you got a guy who's a high knee run. As a running back, he was still a really great running back. He could still. It wasn't just like he's good because he catches football. No, he's good because he was still like a great efficient running back. He was still someone who has some of the best runs because he was a very high knee runner. It's hilarious watching him run because he looks like he's just kneeing. He's doing like high stepping, kneeing everyone in the face.
Same.
He had some iconic, like he scored, I believe, 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl against the Dolphins. I think one receiving and two rushing. Um, I think
Sounds like a good fantasy football player.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, back in the day, I'm sure he was a great pick of fantasy. The biggest thing with him was like you're in a 49ers team, so you have Joe Montana, like Jay Rice to kind of find a spot there, and the fact that the dynasty, he in his last game as the 49ers, he kind of he fumbled the football when they had the lead, and the Giants came down and kicked the game-winning field goal, and after that, it's sad, but that's his last moment as a 49er. And I think that very much affected him going to Hall of Fame is the fact that he made this big mistake at the end of his career. But that should not negate the fact that he was still probably the best all around running back for the entire 80s. Well, I'll say second best after Walter Payton.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the class of 2026. I can't wait to see the class. Honestly, I can't wait to look. I always like looking at the list of the next class and who gets enshrined or not. But until then, you know where to find us. And if you don't know where to find us, my co-host Chelsea will tell you where we are.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Tune back in next Tuesday for our next episode, where I'm sure we will recap what little there will be to talk about of that is relevant in the Hall of Fame game, along with other topics and things that come out of training camp and as we go into, the preseason. So in the meantime, follow us on our social media. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Launch Codes Football. We are on X at Launch Codes FB, and we're really trying to build up our Chat BCC chat group this year so we can chat all things football. So if you're interested in joining that, hit us up for the link, as well as if you're interested in joining our fantasy football league. I believe we have 2 slots left if we play to 14. So let us know if you're interested, and we will see you next week. I'm Chelsea,
I'm Daniel.
and we will see ya then.
Adios.
Bye.